Yo, what's up my YouTube nation? It's Legendary Justin, and today we're going to be doing a quick test and seeing how the video works. Let's just see if it will play the game correctly. So this is using the Camtasia 9 to record the screen and the Blue Snowball mic. And let's just quickly switch through some screens. And let's just see how good that looks. So here we go. Yo, what's up my YouTube nation? It's Legendary Justin. And we're back in April, and we are going to be playing some Crowfall for you guys today because we decided to wait for a few weeks until they would get rid of a few of the glitches and bugs in the game. And we played it a few months ago last, but we did give it, we played it for a few weeks back then, but now we're going to try to play it more often if we can, like every weekend. So this is Crowfall. Today's April 22nd, and we're playing on my gaming computer. Asus ROG 502 VT. No. It's the Asus ROG GL502 gaming laptop, and let me show you guys what settings we were playing the game at. So this is Crowfall right here. We're using the Camtasia 9 to record the gameplay with the Blue Snowball mic. Now we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go to game. So we're going to go to graphics. So we have full screen disabled. Resolution we have a 1920 by 1080. VSync on, enable shadows yes. Medium preset, so it's pretty good. I could try for the the very high and see if you guys all notice a difference, but for now we're gonna try it on medium, because if I put on very high last time it was crashing if you put on very high, so medium would probably be the way to go. And then sensitivity 20, we can change that as we play the game. Now this is something very interesting. So we are playing through my TV volume for the game. We have our TV at 70 volume, which is pretty loud. So, 70 out of 100. And we've got the music at 10%, sound effects at 10%, and UI at 10%. So 10% works for me. It just, 70% is pretty loud on my TV, that's why 10% would be the way to go. I could also do 50%, 50 volume or 40 volume, but 70 is good because you can hear it really nicely. And when you switch for YouTube and stuff like that, it's good to set it for 70s. So that's how I have my TV set. It's the Toshiba 49-inch 4K TV at Best Buy for $400 right now, but I bought it for $200, so it was a really good deal. And let's go to the game and let's see if we can play. So here we go. We'll go to Worlds, Sanctuary West, and it says where fears and lies melt away. And we'll see you guys in a bit. Yo, what's up my YouTube nation? It's Legendary Justin, and we are back in the game. And when you first log into the game, you go into Sanctuary West or whatever world you're going to go into, and then you spawn in as a bird that flies around. You guys can play with me if you guys want to. If you guys set me up with the time that you guys want to play during the I play Mountain Standard Time, so try to calculate that in if you want to play with me sometimes. But our internet speed's pretty slow. Our graphics settings are not that bad right now. We're getting about 50 frames. Well, I'd say, okay, we're getting between 46 and 49 frames per second while recording. We had one spike of 51, but generally you're not going to be getting 60 frames per second while recording on this laptop, just because it has a 970M graphics card. If it had a 1070 or 1060, then it would probably get 60 frames. But for now, I just make your standard YouTube videos on it, and it was $900, so it was a good price when I bought it. But in the future, 1060s, GTX 1060, 70, 80, that kind of stuff will be out, and you'll easily be able to play this game at 60 frames per second on probably even very high instead of medium settings. But if you guys want to, I will show you guys how to get it to 60 frames. So we clicked on settings, and we're going to go to graphics, and we're going to try for basic 1080, and let's see what we can get. If it'll load. Hold on. Our game crashed. Okay. Alright, our game crashed, but we are back now, and this is on basic settings. So we are still getting the same amount of frames, which is kind of strange. We're getting 44 to 47 frames on basic instead of medium, So lowering the quality did not help with the frames per second. We got 43 still, so that's kind of interesting. Now, what if we put it on very high? Hopefully it doesn't crash. Let's see what happened. Alright, it says not responding. It is starting to crash. Alright, so we are getting about average 38 to 40 frames per second on the very high settings. So between, you know, the basic and the very high, for frames per second it won't matter that much. So I recommend putting it on the very high and getting less frames per second, because I think the ultra high setting for the 1080p would probably be the best to record in. Also, the Camtasia 9 can only record in 30 frames per second, so you're not even going to be able to see 1080p at 60 FPS. So 40 will be fine. So these are the settings I have it at. I have it at ultra high settings for the Crowfall on the Camtasia 9. Alright, so let's see what character we're going to spawn in as. We've played as the mouse, we've played as the bull. What guy is this guy? Oh, this guy looks pretty nasty. I think it's the horse gladiator guy. Yeah, we'll choose him, why not? Alright, so this is the vessel. Pretty cool. Gender's coming soon, hairstyle, face style, hair color, eye color, skin tone. We're gonna name him Justin. We're gonna go with Legendary Justin. There we go. We confirmed. Oh, we were getting some lag spikes. Okay, we had anywhere between 11 frames per second and 60. The movements are... they're pretty good. I would say it's smooth, but it could be a little smoother, but it's not that bad. You know, we're playing on very high textures, so the game should look as good as possible, which is probably the way to record, you know? Kind of looks like if we have like a gun as our, you know, like it's a gun recon kind of thing where the reticule in the middle looks like a gun, but it's actually just our fist, you know? So, you start with the, what character is this called? I forgot the name of this character, but oh well. Anyways, it's the guy that's on the horse. So we start with a base health of 45,500 health, and our rage is 62,500. We also decided to lower our TV volume to 55 volume instead of 70, so you guys should be able to hear me a little bit better in the videos. So, let's see. Alright, so yeah, our ping is pretty low right now, getting 500 milliseconds to 1200 milliseconds of ping, but that's not too bad. I mean, it's playable, but it's just not that good, you know? So to run, you hold the shift key, and that's the sprint. And let's just show you guys how to chop down some trees right now. And we did get some frame drops into the 20s, so yeah, I get to hold F to chop down the tree. We're out of stamina. Okay, good. Stamina bar slowly is regenerating, and we are back. Alright, so let's take out this tree right here. We have the sound effects volume on, but it doesn't sound like you can hear the tree chopping, you know? So let's just try to turn it up a little bit. Sound effects might have to be turned up. But hopefully within the next few videos we can get this all perfect. Maybe by the end of this video or the next video. So UI, change it to 40% and sound effects 40% and see if that helps. Alright. Let's go try to cut down another tree. We've gained a little bit of knotwood, so not bad. We can start to hear the sound effects, but let's bring it up to 60 because you still can't hear it that well. Alright, so let's just go with 70, why not? Alright, so final settings, this is probably going to be your final settings for the how to record. You go with 10% music and 70% sound effects and 70% UI. And that'll probably be good. We'll test it one more time though, just to make sure. Alright, so let's grab this apple and the wood. Let's see. There we go. Alright, let's cut down this tree right here. I don't know if you guys can actually hear the sound effects. We might have to max them at 100%. Yeah, let's just max them, it's fine, because I can hear it, but you guys probably can't hear it that well, so let's just max the sound effects. Okay, yeah, so sound effects is different than the music and the UI. Alright, so we're going to keep cutting down some more trees, and let's try to raid some of these houses. Alright, the game gets slow at first where you're just trying to cut down basic trees and gain your wood and that kind of stuff, but once you have all your materials, kind of like Minecraft, then you can be set for PvP. But with my lag, I'm not going to be able to win too many PvP battles. So they should have like a system near Wizard 101, like where if you don't have the greatest Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection, which is me definitely, you can do like Wizard 101, like where you can quest your character up a little bit, but I don't know if they're going to add that into the game or not, but they should have quests where you can level up your character, level up your crafting, that kind of stuff.